This is welcome to Burnett Head. So we had a series of tornadoes passed through here last night. Probably the strongest of all of them was the 345 one, which is the tail end of the path where it came over here. The damage was quite staggering. So as you can see, we've got power down. These are people's homes. We're lucky. So we'll be without power for quite a few days. To give you a bit of an idea, it's a pretty common trend. Same for us. First thing we lost was our trampoline. That's the thing. It's just quite amazing the way the tornado touched down in strips and just tore through. So up there in the trees is actually a bit of the service station from down the road. So to give you an idea, they were intense. They'd last anything from 20 to 30 seconds, and the damage they wreaked was just incredible. Looking at our school, we've lost signage. Happy holidays. What happened when I came in to get fuel early this morning and ended up going into Bundaberg, I was absolutely horrified. This is the 6 o'clock tornado when it cut through Hunter Street. It's very narrow, again really intense in the damage it caused. You can see like some houses were spared. There's some where the gusts touched down were just absolutely horrific. So this is really bad. So it doesn't look like we can get down to the horse paddock too easy. So we're going to have to double back anyway. I've got to go check on the horses. It's funny, you just don't, with another trampoline up on top of the house, you just don't appreciate the intensity of this storm. Tornadoes are past through, and there's my baby girl. She's still waiting there to get fed. There's Tintan, and there's Turbo. They've seen the truck, they've come out of the bush and they go, oh, it's feed time! Business as usual. For those who don't know, this is the Burnett Harbour, the sort of like the marina. This is the tidal surge they're talking about with the wind. It's actually lifted the high tide an extra metre higher than normal. Yeah, so it doesn't generally get this big. I don't know if you can really see, but that's the ocean crashing over our seawall. Now, to give you a fair and reasonable idea, we walk out that seawall to fish normally, and you would never ever be in fear of seeing a wave come over it. So just really show you the extremity of what's going on, so you can understand. But that's our boat ramp over there, and normally you have to drive, you know, a substantial way down to it to put your boat in the water. And at the moment, the jetty is floating at about the same level as the road. So, well, this is one boat that was lucky enough to sort of get blown in here. And although it's getting trashed, it's probably going to be recoupable. But unfortunately, there's a couple of boats that have actually made it out into the ocean. One's holding its anchors, the other two are just gone. So, break your heart. That's, you know, a beautiful $150,000 to $200,000 yacht that's just slowly being broken. Idea of the ferocity. This would probably give you the more idea of the ferocity of the wind. These are rocks, right? And these rocks are being carried off the shoreline up into the car park. So first of all, when you drive in, there's no road here, but like it's quite good now. That's a yacht that's holding its anchor. It's been washed down the river. Its anchor's snagged out there. and it's just holding, but by God it's in trouble. There's some big waves coming past it. Now we are, we're coming on to Sea Esplanade. This is where the Hunter Street strike came through at 6 o'clock last night. It was a short, very intense thing. It did a lot of damage. Probably not nice filming these people's houses. It's roof's gone. Now for people who say Burning Heads doesn't get surf, check out this, mate. What you're looking at, this is our normally quite beach. What we're looking at here is bits of pontoon and stuff that have come out of the harbour. Probably just doesn't do the justice of what it is, but sort of just give you an idea. This is where the 340-watt came down and hit the coast and passed back through our house, and it's just sort of like, we feel really lucky now. We got as little damage as we did when I came down and saw this yesterday. You know, that's totally demolished. Park. Gang power lines down everywhere. Fences. This is the storm that hit us, cut through here on an angle going up to our joint. Just the intensity of the wind. We're only talking 60 seconds of wind here. So just, that's one thing to keep in mind. It's not like a cyclone where it's prolonged. This was 60 seconds of just high intensity wind. This was an absolutely beautiful caravan that was parked on the road. It gives you an idea, just picked up and thrown from where it was. What you're looking at is the remains of fences and sheds in people's backyards and stuff. It's not the best. I mean, the wind's quite light at the moment. But just a lot of these houses have been evacuated now, and some were empty. This is one that Britt wanted me to buy at auction. I said I don't think it would withstand a storm. It was so lightly built. Gives you an idea. It didn't. And of course, this is where the same one came down the road. Because you really don't appreciate its damage until you really see. Anywhere where it had a chance to move along open ground before it hit a building, it did so much damage so quickly. This house pretty well got shredded. A lot of his damage is from debris coming from other houses. And it's the same for this one. I mean, beautiful house, but you know, got solar panels that have appeared from nowhere. You know, the wind just absolutely catastrophic. Garage doors facing fitting. If you actually look at the garage doors, a lot of that penetrations and stuff, that's damage from flying debris. In fact, some of the debris being dumped going in, it was just incredible, the storm. You couldn't hear it because the wind was so ferocious, you couldn't hear anything but wind. There's a rider mower. He's a lovely old guy, but just trashed. What I tried to explain on the internet last night, the pressure on the lee side was so extreme that it would suck things inside, like doors off hinges inside the house, which was really weird. It's just, you know, the whole thing, I mean, obviously, beautiful garden is just destroyed.